بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على محمد وآل Muhammad. Welcome back to another episode of the Legends of Shi'ism. The personality of today is truly a profound one, unique. And what really attracted me to him was his mentality, the way that he processed the events that were occurring around him. And I think his personality should be the reflection of every Shi'i in our day and age. The personality of today is Ibrahim bin Muhammad bin Sa'id ibn Hilal bin Asim bin Sa'd bin Mas'ud al-Thaqafi, who's famously known as Abu Ishaq. This Ibrahim bin Muhammad al-Thaqafi was originally from Kufa, and if you listened carefully you would see that he actually went back to the uncle of Mukhtar al-Thaqafi, who Imam Ali alayhi salam made him his representative in al-Madain. So he comes from a very big family, and he definitely had some sort of role when it came to narrating the hadith of Ahl al-Bayt, as I will show inshallah in this episode. This is the book Rijal al-Tusi. Al-Tusi, in the chapter where he mentions the names of those who did not directly narrate from the Imams, he mentions Ibrahim bin Muhammad bin Sa'id al-Thaqafi, who we are discussing today. Kufi, lahu kutub dhakarnaha fil fahrist. He has books that we have mentioned in our book Al-Fahrist. Now you see, Ibrahim bin Muhammad did not directly narrate from the Imam. He gathered the ahadith, he gathered reports regarding important historical events and so on, as we will see inshallah in the next clip. This is the book Rijalun Najashi, or some will say it is called Fahrist al-Najashi. Page 19, Ibrahim bin Muhammad bin Sa'id ibn Hilal bin Asim bin Sa'd bin Mas'ud al-Thaqafi, who we are discussing today. وَلَهُ مُصَنَّفَاتْ كَثِيرًا. He has many authored works. And you see, it seems like he is choosing controversial topics like, look, Kitab al-Saqifa, Kitab Maqtal Uthman, Kitab al-Shura, Kitab Bay'at Ali alayhi salam, Kitab al-Jamal, Kitab Siffin, all controversial topics that not many want to discuss, especially with the state of the Muslim world at the time. Now, why am I mentioning this? I will explain inshallah in the coming clips. As a side note, Sunni scholars have discussed Ibrahim bin Muhammad al-Thaqafi. Some of them have mentioned that his name is Ibrahim bin Muhammad al-Asfahani. Now we will mention why they call him al-Asfahani while we are saying that he came from Kufa, right? But basically they say that he was an extreme Rafidi. Usually in most cases when they say that, it's usually a good thing, because they're saying it from a negative perspective, but in reality is a positive one. It's a good thing. Usually that means he was a very good Shia. So yeah, they basically say he was extremist Rafidi, and yeah, they don't basically take his hadith. Story of Ibrahim bin Muhammad al-Thaqafi is truly a beautiful one. It is events like this that truly make someone great. And I believe the story I'm about to tell you is the highlight of his life. Now the story is narrated in the book of al-Najashi al-Fahrist, where he says, Abi Ishaq, he migrated from Kufa to Asfahan, or as some like to say, Isfahan. And he stayed there. And he actually left Kufa because he published or authored a book by the name Kitab al-Ma'rifah, which discusses the high status of Ahl al-Bayt and talks about the crimes of the enemies of Ahl al-Bayt. And you know, the reduced price Shias in Kufa didn't like that. So the people of Kufa didn't want him to basically make this work of his public, this book public to the people. Didn't want him to narrate from this book. And the people of Qum, Najashi states, from them was Ahmad bin Muhammad bin Khalid al-Barqi, so the author of Kitab al-Mahasin, where he basically invited him to come to Qum and be with the people of Qum, and he rejected. And it is said he asked, what is the furthest place from the Shia? And it said to him, Asfahan or Isfahan. And this is why he went to Isfahan. Now it's important to mention that in the time of Ibrahim bin Muhammad al-Thaqafi, Isfahan was actually the center of the Nawasib. And it's mentioned, and Najashi states, that he swore, he said, Wallah, I will not narrate from this book only there. Allahu Akbar. Subhanallah. So he knows what Isfahan is like and what type of people are there. The harshest, most extreme personalities against the Shi'as. Yet, you see, he says, I will not go anywhere but there. And there is many fawaid, thamarat that we can take from this story. What benefits can we take from this story? What can we learn from the life of Ibrahim bin Muhammad al-Thaqafi? Is that one, no matter what, whatever incidents, events happen, no matter how many people agree with you or not, no matter how many people disagree with you, how many people are against you, even if it is your own people, your own community, no matter what, you know what you need to do, your wazifa, your obligation. And he knew these narrations need to be out there. So he asked, where is the furthest place from the Shi'as? They told him Isfahan. Isfahan was filled with Nawasib. Yet, you saw him go there and he was narrating these ahadith that could have got him killed. Subhanallah. So you need to be brave. You need to think, it doesn't matter what the people around me are thinking. Benefit we can take from this story is that when the scholars of Qum invited him to come to Qum and he rejected, it shows us that Ibrahim bin Muhammad al-Thaqafi was content with himself. He knew what he wanted to do. He knew his goals and his objectives, and he wanted to achieve them. He didn't mind going out of his comfort zone. He didn't mind not being comfortable. What mattered to him is the deen of Allah. What mattered to him is the truth. What mattered to him is to expose falsehood. And this is amazing to see a personality like that in such harsh times, for him to be so staunch and so firm upon his aqidah and objective. And Najashi also states that Ibrahim bin Muhammad al-Thaqafi was actually originally Zaydi. Then he converted to the Imamiyya school of thought. And it shows us a lot about his personality, that he is someone looking for truth. He doesn't mind going from one school of thought to another school of thought, from one opinion to another opinion. And this is something very important, that we are here for truth. We are not here to just protect the religion of our ancestors and our community and our mother and father. No, it's about truth. Wherever the truth takes you, you go. Just like Ibrahim bin Muhammad al-Thaqafi. Al-Tusi and al-Najashi both state that Ibrahim bin Muhammad al-Thaqafi died in the year 283 after Hijrah. Now, to conclude on this episode and on this personality, I would say a Shia should be a reflection of Ibrahim bin Muhammad al-Thaqafi. In terms of this specific story that I mentioned, this small story, is that we should be brave no matter what. We should not care if truth makes us with the people or against the people. And that if we have to be alone, then so be it. So may Allah have mercy on Ibrahim bin Muhammad al-Thaqafi. And may Allah have mercy upon our righteous predecessors, our Salaf al-Salih. هذا وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وأهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين.